Hi, it's Wasabi, welcome back to the channel. This is a battle on the Minsk map and we've got Snipe from VidiClan. He's in the M60, which is a tier 10 reward tank. Originally it was the first Clan Wars campaign reward tank. Given to all of the clan members of the clans that finished in the top 30 positions. Now, it's a medium tank. It looks similar to the M48 pattern, but it's a sort of later variant of that tank. Compared to the M48 in game, it's got better gun handling, but less DPM, but similar armour characteristics. But one of the key things about this tank is the base view range is 420 metres, one of the best, if not the best, base view range. So now, Snipe is trying to use this to complete the Alliance-15 mission for the 279A's last mission to get the top reward tank from the second personal campaign. And he has to basically get mastery badges for it. So if we get a quiet spot in the game, we might just show you that, but essentially, yeah, you have to get, I think, 5 mastery badges for the tank. Well, not for the tank, but for that mission. So anyway, so he just has to come out on top in this game, and we'll see how he plays the map and with this tank. Now, given that it's got relatively low armour, he has to basically fire and retreat pretty quickly, but the tank's pretty mobile, certainly mobile across ground, and here's a crawling area, so we've got tanks that are trying to choose targets. So he's taking a bit of damage, but yeah, he's got base hit points of 2,000, which is about what you need for a medium tank tier 10, but the armour probably, plays a bit more like a Leopard 1 in terms of, need to play at distance and, you won't be able to bounce too many shots. It's obviously got the traditional US cupola on top, but overall it doesn't change much of the weaknesses of the armour layout. Anyway, Snipe judges that battle wasn't going to be successful, and you can see that his team have lost 3 tanks already. So he's retreating basically and looking for opportunities to shoot back at the tanks and keep them at the edge of his view range so he doesn't get spotted. So here we go. If you have a look at the mini-map circles, the 121 there. Now, possibly that blind shot went in, a bit hard to tell, but because he just went dark, but nonetheless they won't be able to spot him shooting. Now obviously, you don't want to make the mistake that your view range circle is what the view range circle of these other tanks are, but your knowledge of what's looking there. Probably the Strip 103B if it's set up, and here we go, another target gets rid of the T10. So he's up to 2.6k of damage. So back to view range circles here. Don't assume that the view range circle of your enemy tank is less than yours. So Strip 103B that's sitting there may have binocs and get a view range circle that is bigger than yours. So yeah, just need to be aware of who you're shooting at. But there we go, E50 on the move. You might have coated optics, but this base view range is going to be less than yours if you've got coated optics. So yeah, pretty safe there. The 121, same thing, safe. But the Strip 103B, when you fire, just make sure that you're not getting spotted and get out of the way. Anyway, team is sort of in a bit of a losing position here. They are 4 tanks down and 8,000 hit points down. Now, luckily they pull one back there, getting rid of the E50, but Snipe coming up here to try and help out with the 121 and potentially the other tanks that were spotted around there. There's an Object 140, which hasn't been seen for a while, and there go, there's the Strip 103B. Can he put some damage into that tank there? Now there's an interesting little spot here which you can use basically to use your gun depression. It does have the same gun depression as the pattern and the leopard, I think. So you can basically sit in this little hole here and try and put shots into these tanks, and if they don't have good gun depression, they won't be able to basically shoot it in without really exposing themselves. So there's the 140, gets rid of him, and all of a sudden the game has started to even out. They've got rid of more enemy tanks there without losing more of their own. So this 121 is about last shot here. Yep, gets killed by Stipe, so that's 3 kills to Stipe now. He's got more kills than the rest of his team. He's got a 105 lined up there. I'm not sure if that went in. But anyway, we'll check the blind shots when we get back. There you go, 105 again, gets a shot into him that time. So up to 4.7k of damage, doing well. Now, got to be careful there. That tank is just right behind the corner of a building, so even though you can see the outline, you've got to shoot to the left of the building there. And you get spotted there. That was probably the Striv setting up, but luckily didn't take any hit at the time. And he's just looking to see where did he get spotted from. You know, the last position on the mini-map. There you go, spotted again, so definitely the Striv is out there. But he won't necessarily be the only tank that's out there in the field, or the ability to shoot across the field, so let's see what happens there. Just putting blind shots in. Okay, there you go, he's been shot by Striv 103. E0, it's a tier 9 one, so definitely there's 2 Strivs down there. And he's just, there you go, spotted again. So he's marked on the minimap where he thinks he got shot from, just to let people know what's out there. And how's he going to approach this? He's down to 793 hit points, so we've got plenty to play with, but basically that's about 3 shots of damage, potentially 2 shots of damage. Fires towards the bushes there. Interestingly, didn't get spotted that time, or he is still spotted and that didn't cause a respot. So again, just taking the time to communicate with his team and tell them who's there. The UDIS-1516 is pushing right in, which is interesting. Is he going to spot any of those guys? His team is still down on hit points, and there's the Striv 1030, the tier 9. Can he get a shot into him? No, he's just ducking down behind the terrain there. But nonetheless, they're now starting to flush out the enemy. Their level on guns in the game, but still down on hit points, as I said. If they can get rid of these Strivs here by carefully approaching them and getting them lit, then yeah, that will help capture the field, because they're the only remaining ones. Here we go, the 1030 is running away, so he puts a shot into it, one more shot, and he is a dead Striv, and there he goes. So taken out by Gorilla 15. So Stipes now up to 5k of damage, and they've almost got full control over the field, but there's the 103B there somewhere. They haven't flushed him out. So just coming up carefully, checking to see whether he gets lit. And there's another tank there, Charfuture 4. Didn't get lit firing that, so definitely that 103B has moved further away and maybe being blocked by the building, so he could be up near the cap area. But at least he managed to get a shot into the Charfuture 4. And using these gaps here to his advantage, and the bushes, just to change his angle. Maybe you can get a different shot on the Char. He's just advising the UDIS not to cross the field. There we go, there's the Char again. Lines him up for a shot. Trying to get a tracking shot, which looks like he did, but Charfuture 4 uses his repair kit and keeps moving. So back into cover. quite tense here. 5 minutes to go in the game. It is pretty even. It's still down on hit points, so they don't have a lot to throw away. I want to preserve your hit points now at this stage of the game. Conqueror gets spotted and taken out. So now things are starting to turn. So still a few tanks in the city area. And here we go, Stuff gets spotted again, so that's definitely the 103B. But he's got good cover here. Charpentier Force been respotted and gets a hit, so his team actually putting in good effort in the field and really, oh, he's got a nice shot lined up, should get the kill here, which he does. That gets him his 4th kill. 4 minutes left in the game, and he desperately wants to finish on top here and get his 279E. The fighting's still going on in the city, and they lost one of their TDs, and now they've got T95 isolated, and they just lost their E75. So things not going too well. But they haven't found that 103B. So what spotted him and from where? That's the question. Anyway, he's got the Tier 9 Striv with him. Oh, there's the 103B. Okay, lines him up, takes a hit, but puts a nice shot into him, but he's lit him. So hopefully he'll take some damage. No, he's pulled back behind cover. The 1030 takes care of the T30. But I'm not sure that's over yet in this battle. There's still tanks down there. There's the E100 down there. In fact, the E100 takes out the 1030. So it's a bit unfortunate. The E100 remaining unspotted, but clearly the Striv 1030 was not unspotted. So Stife just waiting to make sure he's completely dark. And there's the E100. And can he get a side shot into him? He does and gets the kill. So that's completed his mission. There you go. What did he have to do? Let's check the conditions while we're here. Okay, so he actually had to get 6,500 damage, so not the Ace Tanker badge. Apologies for that. 6.5 cave damage and destroy 5 enemy vehicles for honours. So he's managed to complete the honours condition, apart from of course winning the game, and 2 minutes 20 to go. They managed to get rid of the Striv 103B, and now it's just the IS-4, the STI, Tier 9 and the Tier 9 Object 430. And there's 2 enemies on base capping, so this needs to be dealt with. So how can Stife help with this? Well, he can try and snipe them. He needs someone to light them up. And he doesn't want to get tagged by whatever the 3rd tank is that isn't on cap while he's on his way down. So trying to stay lower than the building level. It's a smart move. And he wants to pop up somewhere near the bridge here to get shots in on that area. So he's just checking these areas he's going past. Only 7 seconds left. Someone needs to reset. Looks like the UDES is on his way to do that. Did he get a reset? Oh yes he did. Right, 1 second to go. In fact, he kills the Object 430. Stife gets a shot into the IS-4 that's left, and the UDES has taken a fair bit of punishment. He's absolutely saved the game in terms of getting the win. I think Stife will have to congratulate him after the game. If he doesn't, UDES goes down to the IS-4, but that IS-4, one more shot and he's dead. It's just a matter of finding the weak spot. And a bit harder to distance, but if you know where to shoot, Stife definitely knew where to shoot that one. That gets rid of the IS-4, so now it's really just the STI left, and we can see from the hit point table there's only 426 hit points left. He's gone into the buildings, came out, had an opportunity to shoot. Maybe he's a bit of a tourist, it's a bit hard to tell. He's definitely not in a fighting mood. Is he trying to run for the draw? There's only 27 seconds left. They need to get the kill to get the win, and he needs the win to get honours. He's just gone around the corner. He's on 89 hit points, 1 shot left. And He's dead, 13 seconds to go. That is the win, and that's the completion of Alliance-15. Staff gets his 279E. Congratulations. So big weight off Staff's back there, getting the 279E missions completed. Did get the Ace Tanker Mastery badge there, and got the Top Gun and the High Caliber Award. So ended up getting 9k of damage there. So looks like some of those blind shots went in. 7 kills, so it almost got to Radley Walters as well. So great effort there, Staff. So how did that compare to the team? Alrighty. Base experience 1526 in a tier 10 tank is just, yeah, very high level of performance. Really the next best experience, not experience, but the tank that contributed the most there was the Chieftain player with 4k, and the rest got around 2k, so it really needed Staff to help win the game. The IS-4 who got killed on the cap area did over 4k as well as the D100, so congratulations to those players. And the IS-4 ended up with 757, which probably got him an Ace Tanker badge as well with Courageous Resistance. So good effort from there, and the enemy team really played well to a large extent, but got overwhelmed in the end. Anyway, so how did he complete that? He fired 36 shots, 29 hit, so there were some blind shots there. 26 of the hits penetrated. That gave him his damage total. He damaged 11 out of the 15 vehicles in the end, so that was his influence on the game there. Really was the key to the win. He got some personal reserves income there. It wasn't quite enough to offset the cost of the ammunition resupply and his consumables, so he ended up with a small loss of 15k, but a small price to pay to get the probably one of the best reward tanks in the game. So again, congratulations there, Staff. If you like his play, you will see more of it. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing. We'll have more great content to follow, and thanks for watching.